Okay, I'm starting the stream. That's our new jingle from Eric. Three notes of Vanuma
It's me
Musume song.
singing at half speed the Japanese chorus, the
There is literally a part where the
Umapokyo legend.
Yeah, that's right.
who are doing the backup singing, they do just say bagels, and I forget why.
Because
But
I mean,
they love
because
to eat,
bagels are
man.
good.
Yummy
Yeah, what, I
treats or
mean,
something.
You've seen the gifs. You know what's up.
Jesus Christ. All right, hi. It's on the Stick After Dark. I'm Joe Drilling. That's Eric and Alex talking about fucking horse girls again. And
Nope, we're talking about
No,
Musume.
hey,
Kurt.
be careful.
We're talking
now.
about a fighting
You're
game
not talking
tournament.
about fucking horse girl.
Yeah.
That's not what we're talking about doing with them.
Mm-hmm. And that's
We're
Kurt,
talking
who I
about-
assume is just quietly shaking his head for the most part.
That's true.
That's not
even though it's after dark.
Don't
We're not
joke
talking
about that.
that.
They're all my sweet little children, and we're just teaching them how to run, and that's it. Nothing else.
Watch Cinderella Grey. God damn it.
No.
No, it's gross. That's not fun and cute. It's
It is. It's
like
good.
crazy.
It's
But
good.
I don't give a shit. I want a specific look for my Uma Musume.
They look
and
like
that ain't
shit
it.
in the anime one.
I know. I want them to look like they do in the game, and
Problem with
so
anime.
I play the game instead. Not a big
What if
deal.
they look
Don't be harsh in his buzz, motherfucker.
What if it was
I don't.
like a
I don't want.
sports
Get your
anime?
JoJo's bullshit out of here.
It's not JoJo at all. It's a sports
It's
anime.
yeah, but it's the animation style. Is that like hyper surrealistic, whatever, extremely exaggerated faces and stuff like that.
Yep. This is the thing I do
Yeah.
enjoy.
People powering up and lightning bolts going all over the place, which is fun in JoJo's, but that's not what I want for my horse girls.
But they're in
Keep
this-
your peanut butter over there, and I'll have my chocolate over here. That's what he
Yeah,
said.
I'll watch it sometime maybe, but
Feel terrible.
Listen,
about it.
Kurt, you just fucked up. Peanut butter and chocolate is a great combination. So,
I'm aware of that, but I'm not the one that was saying keep them separate.
but you could understand why, as a decent and chocolate loving person, you would go to the person who's saying, "I'm keeping the peanut butter separate from the chocolate." You can
We don't
understand
kink
why
shame
I
here, man.
be like, "Excuse me, Eric."
As your
combine-
friend.
Enjoy. Combine.
Yeah.
Joe, what are we doing?
Hey, Joe. What's this thing?
This.
We gotta get Joe engaged. before he
What?
kills himself.
You gotta get Alex to go to sleep by talking.
Yeah,
about
right.
this.
No shit. This is the SEGA Channel. So, Video Game
It
History
is
Foundation. It's not connected, but it is the SEGA Channel.
Yeah, right.
could you stream this to Discord,
Maybe.
or is it too much of a pain? If it's more than like 4 clicks, don't worry about it.
I'm gonna see what Discord thinks about me trying to stream
One-
from my capture
1 to 4
card.
clicks,
I don't know if it
fine.
will do that.
After that, no.
Counting the clicks, mother.
I mean, I can
You're on notice.
I can stream OBS to the Discord. So there you go. I think that's as good as you're
Okay.
gonna get, though.
That's
Because
fine.
there's not like a thing for me to be like, oh, this is fucking.
Yeah.
Like, it won't let me pick my capture card to stream to Discord.
Yeah, I
annoyingly.
understand. I just wanted one with no latency.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
of
really
course.
care about the quality that much.
Okay. So the Video Game History Foundation every year around Christmas time, at the end of the year, I guess I should just say, they do like their fundraising drive like a lot of nonprofits do. And for Video Game History Foundation, a lot of times that ends up being dovetailed with them, as I was saying to Alex right before we got on, like they put out something that will get mainstream attention or like get picked up by at least like IGN and Polygon and all the big gaming sites, GameSpot, etc. And so this year the thing that they released this week was basically dumps of almost everything that was part of the SEGA Channel. So obviously you can't connect to the SEGA Channel, but I think there was already someone doing a project where like you could kind of. But this has a bunch of unique versions of games included in this dump, including 2 games that effectively never were preserved or dumped before this. I mean, they're both tangentially related to other games that had existed and had been dumped, but we'll get to that, I guess. But so the first thing I
don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Okay. So
what system would I have been able to connect to this thing on? And how would I have done that?
Sega Genesis / Mega Drive.
Okay. And I needed some sort of cartridge or something to enable this to happen?
You would get a weird looking cable modem shaped like a Genesis card. Yep. And your coax cable screwed right into the side of the cartridge that went into your Genesis. It also had no real storage to speak of, or no. So like, it would download these games to RAM, and then when you turned off the system, you lost your game, right? Which is why this took so much longer. They basically they found someone who worked at Sega of America who gave them all of this stuff that he still had, basically. And that's how they got it. Because look, with the Satellaview, which was the Japanese, the Super Famicom, similar thing, those games were actually flashed to the Satellaview cartridge. And so people were able to eventually hunt down and dump all of those games because they were stored on cartridges.
Cartridges had them.
Yeah. But this, like, that's like Radical Dreamers is probably the best example of that, right? Like Radical Dreamers got dumped in Japanese and then eventually translated because someone found it on a old, BS Satellaview flash cart at one point. But these would just disappear when you took the cartridge, or when you turn the system off, I should say. You didn't even have to take the cartridge out. When you turn the system off, whatever you were playing disappeared. And because they had to break things up into packets that would go over a cable data connection, but nevertheless, a data connection, like an internet connection from 1995, I think is when it debuted. So like we're already, or maybe 94, like we're on the cusp of Saturn, if we're not in Saturn territory already, which is part of why it didn't last. But because of that, some of the, like, we'll talk about it when we get to like show some of the fighting games, but there's some pretty funny ways that they got games to fit in the data packet size that they could use with this connection. And one of them involves fighting games that we'll see, but I feel like, oh buddy, not only does it not have that, it doesn't even have,
I'm well aware it does not.
Not here. I'm gonna show you. Let's see here.
Let me tune in. Let me stop making butter.
Not a euphemism.
Sega Channel
Not
variants.
I am literally okay. Dude, what's up, Snatcher?
Okay, so this is Super Street Fighter 2 for the Sega Genesis. The Sega Channel version, and we'll see if everyone can spot what they did to save space when I get into the game. We still have the this is one of the great I want to say this is one of the all-time great attract mode screens, by the way, like all-timer. Bring your eyes right to that arcade cabinet with this, and honestly that they recreated it on the Genesis is pretty damn impressive. Okay, Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers. Now, we'll start a game, and you guys tell me what do you think they did to limit the packet size of this cartridge?
Oh wait, you don't have all the characters?
You can only connect to like 3 venues. There's all these X's I see at the top.
Yeah, there's a bunch of. They don't have a lot of stages, and they don't have.
So
Chun-Li, Ryu, T-Hawk, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Bison.
I believe, and you'd have to check me, but this is what Phil Salvador said on the stream they did when they revealed this, and I think it's correct, but I didn't double check my source. But I believe this is the only version of any Street Fighter game ever where you can't play as Ken.
Is there a second half that has like the other half of the roster?
No,
Okay.
sure isn't. And what's hilarious about it is that in the commercial or like the infomercial, whatever that they had for it, they talk about this exclusive special edition of Super Street
By which
Fighter
we mean
2.
half of the game.
I mean, it seems like beating the game should be pretty easy though, right? Also, like, so Alex was talking about rollback netcode, but I don't believe, and I guess someone maybe should double check me, but I don't think that you could play with people on the Sega Channel. It was a one-way pipe. You had to get an X band if you wanted to play against people.
Yeah, okay.
But the X band you put your full cartridge into, right? So if you were playing Doom or if you were playing Super Street Fighter 2 or Eternal Champions or whatever, you had the cartridge and it like passed through the X band, so you didn't have to compromise on half of the roster being missing.
Does this have the thing where it's like the 3-button version of Street Fighter 2?
I'm using a 6-button controller right now,
Okay.
so I mean, you can do the thing where you use a 3-button and press start to change between punches and kicks. Probably, I assume, but in this day and age, who the hell is like plugging a 3-button controller into their Sega Genesis unless they're playing a game that doesn't need 6 buttons?
Oh, I could understand it being a thing where they're like, we're just not going to support that version. Like, we're not going to let the input code be there, and that would be another thing that could be used.
Right. Yeah, right. I don't think that that probably
it would be
wasn't
terrible,
a
but,
huge,
yeah.
that probably isn't like a huge space sucker, I'm guessing. I think, what did they say? I think they were saying on the thing, and everybody should go watch the Video Game History Foundation did like an hour-long stream, or there was a video that they premiered live or whatever, that the limit was like 100 megabits, not megabytes, 100 megabits, which is why some of these games you had to do this kind of stuff. But here, speaking, since you asked, Eric, I think it was you, Eric, maybe it was Kurt, but did they divide the roster into 2 different versions? Not for that game, they didn't.
Yeah, I watched the thing. That's why I asked.
But let's say hypothetically that you wanted to play Mortal Kombat 3 on the Sega Channel. You can do that. This is version A. This is Mortal Kombat 3 version A for the Sega Channel. This is clearly the good one because it's got Sub-Zero in it.
Got Cyrax too.
So yeah, so we've got Mortal Kombat 3 with half-ish of the roster plus the boss characters. Yeah, but if I go back and I boot up this other ROM that is Mortal Kombat 3 Part B, I should have made a note of if there's any. I'm curious now if there's any crossover with Sub-Zero in both versions. But yeah, you boot this up and
no,
there you go. But Cyrax there's Cyrax.
There is
Sector.
Yeah,
there's
Cyrax
crossover.
And was Striker in
Striker? I don't think.
Yeah, there's 9 in each game.
So solved, quote unquote, solved that problem. Although, like, really, for $10 a month,
it's very funny.
It is very funny.
At least this whole game is here, kind of.
Right.
Like poor Street Fighter.
Right. But
I mean,
also the
$15 a month, right?
10, I think, wasn't it? Didn't I say it was 10?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah. Also, they did the same. I'm not going to boot it up, but they did the same thing with the really awful Genesis port of Virtua Fighter 2. Which, like, why would you even want to play that to begin with? But yeah,
that's kind of like an impressive feat.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah, it is. So then there's also a bunch of just like demo things. Oh, and actually I was curious about this. There's video hints for a couple of games, including Earthworm Jim. So basically, I think so. The way I'm gonna dump some old internet lore some people here maybe, but the way that the Speed Demos archive started was the way Doom recorded gameplay is it literally just recorded your inputs. And then, so those files weren't very big because literally you were just like putting, like you had like a text file that had a series of inputs in it. So you could load it into Doom and then basically watch this person play Doom, but they didn't have to record and compress video. You just booted up Doom and put in the replay file, and then it would like take their inputs and do it. And I think that's what this is doing, but I'm not positive, obviously. But that seems like at this time, that would be the only way to have done this, right? Because this is obviously running an engine, because if it was a compressed video file on the Genesis, it would look like
shit.
Total shit. It probably wouldn't even be possible, right? Especially with packet size that small. So I think that's what this has to be, right? Is basically a version of an attract mode where it has predetermined inputs, and then it just runs the demo with a file that says these are the inputs it should run. So,
Mike is now here.
oh, hi, Mike.
Hello.
So yeah, so this is kind of a neat concept, right? Like people complained about it when, was it Mario 3D Land? Was that the first one where you could like watch a thing and it would show you how to finish the level? And people got mad about it or whatever. But like, I don't know. Back in these days, when there was no internet, and then even when there was like early internet, video files were just way too big to even be a thing. So the only way you were going to see this is if you got like a weird tips and tricks VHS tape, which those did exist, or if you had the Sega Channel, you could watch this handy dandy little pre-made gameplay loop that shows you how to beat this boss. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was $10 or $15 a month. It was offered through Time Warner Cable in the U.S. and now I don't remember the name of the cable company in Canada up there, that offered it. But it was basically they did like a run with one U.S. cable company and one Canadian cable company. And there actually are menus in this dump that are in French and English. And apparently a couple that are in Spanish as well. There wasn't a ton of that stuff found. It seems like it never actually launched in any Spanish-speaking countries. There was just like plans of doing it, maybe. Not sure. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like a very early version of Game Pass in a way, right? It give you a bunch of games. Some are new games, some are old games. Some were exclusive to this. Pulse Man, which was a Game Freak game before Pokemon Red and Blue. It's not included in this dump for what I imagine are obvious reasons, but Mega Man Wily Wars, the US release.
What do you mean, Why We Was?
Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily.
Every time I find myself,
I just completely fucking short-circuited everyone's.
Every
brain.
time, every
good work by me.
Every time I find myself fighting,
You gotta get him, Mega Man.
every time I find myself fighting a Wily War, I have to ask myself, what am I fighting for?
Yes.
You gotta I think it is key. Hang briefly. Sorry. It's important to note that when he says the Dr. Wily line, he stumbles on Mega Man as if he forgets who he's talking to. That's my favorite part of it. 'Cause it's like,
you're right.
Mega Man. It's really good. Okay, thank you.
So I'm just gonna check out this demo of X-Men 2. But yeah, it was so like Pulse Man, Mega Man to Wily Wars, and Alien Soldier. Those were all Sega Channel exclusives, but those have all been re-released on Switch. I think all of them are on Switch Online now, actually. So that's obvious. The VGHF only dumped like stuff that had been unreleased so far. So, which seems like it's almost entirely demos, but there are a couple of games that I will get to in a moment. Also, X-Men 2 Clone Wars is a really solid action platformer and arguably the best X-Men game of its time that isn't a fighting game.
Respect Joe's qualifiers.
It's like the Yeah. This one's good. I like this one.
Yeah, the first one is a little bit too like the. It's very hard to figure out where the fuck you're supposed to go, and the continue system is kind of broken. But this
Yeah, but
one,
can I play it on a Genesis? Because that's the only qualification I have for playing an X-Men beat 'em up.
okay, well then yes, you can. So
I just learned that there's two, so I don't know.
there
which
are
one
two.
No, the one that I played when I was a kid,
Could you play as Magneto in that one? That would be sort of the defining.
I don't think so.
Okay, that was probably the first one. The first one is fine, but it's not great. This one is better, I think.
I have no opinion.
Mutant Apocalypse is an okay video game.
Mutant Apocalypse is an okay video game, yes. This game is better than Mutant Apocalypse, I think.
The bar is right in the middle.
It is, yep.
Go over it or you can get under it.
Right.
You guys want some caramel pop?
Yeah, please. Send me some over.
I'm making some, so I'll send.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man. Wolverine can climb walls. Wolverine doesn't need to have like a power bar for how long he can have his claws out, which is still just so many video games did that back in the day, and I was like, why are you making me not be Wolverine? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mike. Exactly.
Saying hurtful things.
He's saying he's the best there is at what he does, and what he does is actually kind of nice because he's not going to stab you, I guess.
What I does is foot rubs.
But okay, let's check out some of the unreleased games, which I'm actually not very excited for because they're not.
Are there any
very
birds
good.
that attack you in that level with the blowing snow?
I don't think there are birds in that level. No,
Okay.
fortunately, it's not Ninja Gaiden.
What's the point? Yeah.
There was the only known port of a Pico game to the Genesis is the Berenstain Bears.
You say a what game?
The Berenstain Bears.
No, they said like.
The Pico, the Sega Pico. Yeah, it was like a book.
They have Pico Park came out years ago, and Pico Park
And then there was a
2.
second one.
Yeah, there was a second one. I don't remember. I think we played it with somebody. I don't. Never mind.
Played it with Mike.
Anyway, it's good.
We did play it with
was
Mike. That's true.
That's
We played
right.
with
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great. Mike was a useful and fun teammate who helped us out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony was also there. And
Anthony was also
I
there.
zoned out and don't remember and didn't hear what game you're talking about.
Pico Park.
Pico Park 2.
Oh, that game was good.
Or Pico Park 2, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is a thing that
Games released in 2024 or whatever.
this is an interesting thing, as Phil at the Video Game History Foundation said in their video. So this is Garfield Caught in the Act: The Lost Levels, which is basically 3 levels that were cut from the final game and then put on SEGA Channel with these little blurbs that are like director comment. It's like the director commentary version of Left 4 Dead 2, or is that Left 4 Dead 1?
Game.
But for a Garfield game, right? Like, how weird is that?
I think the first time they did that was Portal, but
Portal, yeah. But they also did it for Left 4 Dead, didn't
Nodes.
they? Yeah.
I think
They
so.
also did it
They
for
did.
Garfield.
They did it for
Yeah.
like
you
everything.
said, apparently.
Yeah.
They did it, for stuff in the orange box.
Yeah,
Yes.
they did for stuff.
Yeah, so this is Garfield Caught in the Act: The Lost Levels, which contains 3
A snow level.
heretofore unseen levels from Garfield Caught in the Act. A game
okay
that
video
everybody, really likes.
Not terrible.
Is it
Looks
not?
good. Like for
No,
a
it's not.
Genesis.
It's not terrible, but it's not good
It's not
either.
terrible. I think we did it.
You
on that whatever Genesis or Genesis
Yes.
or whatever the fuck I called it. But I think it was like in the middle somewhere of the rankings of stuff.
That sounds about right.
I think I still have a magnet around here somewhere with Garfield Caught in the Act written on it.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, anytime that a thing that hadn't been dumped before is dumped, it's a reason to be like, yeah, that's neat. And I think this is neat. I don't care about this video game, and I don't care about these three levels. But
it is interesting for them putting those little commentary cards in between.
yes. Also, the our buddy David is like a big Garfield fan, and I feel like if you're a Garf fan, you know, you're probably pretty jazzed that there's more Garf things out there.
Maybe.
We got
I don't
new-
know. There's plenty of
People
things.
exist.
There's plenty of
There's a
things I
whole lot of
like. There's a lot of things I like where I'd be like, oh, 3 new levels of a mediocre platformer about the thing that I like came out. I don't know if I'd be super duper excited.
Yeah,
That's-
you weren't into that Croc expansion.
The what?
The Croc expansion.
Right. Yes.
Um,
Whereas I love Crocs in my day to day.
When you're ambling down to the
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else
Mailbox.
is following the comments in the YouTube. I just want to say Maddie left a very important comment, which is, "You must stop the evil energy source, what Mega Man."
Yes, exactly. Nobody said it, but we were all thinking it.
mhm. So this is Iron Storm, is that what? Iron Hammer, and it's a sort of 3D tank battler thing.
Okay.
This is one of there's a similar game that was supposed to be like part of their the Genesis VR headset thing, which was basically just like the CRT in your face. And they decided that they didn't want to do that anymore with this particular game, so it plays normally and doesn't require head tilt, which was the original plan, I guess. I don't know. This is the one that people have said seems like it's probably the most fun. It seems fine for what it is right now. My first time playing
Where you run
playing
over
it.
cacti.
A game where I run over. I'm
Around
also
the field.
seem to be out of bullets. I don't really know what. Oh, there we go. I have to lock on now. There we go. But I mean, this is an impressively smooth, like pseudo 3D for a 16-bit system. This is kind of impressive.
It's a lot smoother than whatever the Super Nintendo equivalent would have been.
Yeah, right. Star Fox, which runs at about 10 frames a second.
Pretty good.
And speaking of licensed games based on pop culture things that are mediocre, in this case, both the license and the game.
You're really selling me on. Oh. You were right though.
Uh-huh. I wasn't making it up.
Yabba dabba, do not play this and go do something else with your time. Hey, we did it.
I mean, this just got dumped like the other like demo version of this just got dumped like a year or two ago. Right?
There was
Wasn't
a
that, like, big news.
there was big news because it was a prototype version. This is apparently the final retail version ? And that was the whole first stage. I feel like I did pretty
Oh
good.
boy, that jump animation, man. That is some real over animated.
Yep.
This is what we used to accuse the Europeans of doing this a lot.
This game was made by Ocean, so that tracks.
I'm not saying
They're-
unjustly.
They are the ones who did it in this case. Yeah, apparently
So
this is like
based on the movie. That's like
this is
John
based on the
Goodman
this is supposed to be
likeness?
John Goodman, yeah.
Was this the first time Kyle MacLachlan rendered in 2D?
No,
I mean,
'cause
not
they're
technically
Dune-
speaking, no, 'cause they made a
Dune-
game out of Dune.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Dune
know.
one.
Yeah, sure.
Right, can you mantle? Is this what you need to like?
I-
Okay,
grapple
what
that?
about Rick Moranis? There was probably a Honey I Shrunk.
Yeah.
Halle
Oh, was
Berry.
there?
This
Yeah,
might be
but
the
is there
first
Halle-
time we had Halle
We have
Berry.
2D Halle Berry. That's what this game is famous for, actually. Nothing
Yeah.
else in it.
Yep. I like the part where she says swordfish and then takes her top off.
That's a different movie, actually.
So that's
Is it?
speaking of cutscenes.
That James Bond movie.
Yeah. Christmas came early this year.
It was the one where she
That was
works at the
Denise Richards.
I know.
wasn't
I
it?
know.
Yeah.
I'm intentionally
obfuscating.
right.
I wasn't sure. I had to double check because there was also like, wait a minute, was Denise Richards
That's the only
Bond girl? And I was like, no, I made that
No.
up. And I'm like, wait, no,
Yeah.
I didn't make that
She
up.
was a
No,
nuclear
I-
scientist.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, I can grab
You
that
remember
ledge.
Goldeneye?
This
That's
is-
a good game.
This-
But only
And
from a
remember the
certain
game?
spot.
And then now we're back to game. Here's the back.
This is so
You have to
bad.
you have to grab it from the end.
You have to
pretty
yabba
sure.
grab it from the.
Yabba gabba. Yo gabba
Have a
gabba.
grab it. Is that what you said?
Yabba dabba
Yeah.
doo. This is awful. Yeah, so
From the
apparently
other end, the left
this was like considerably reworked from the prototype that was dumped last year, and according to again Phil at
Pelican.
VGHF,
Left
it's
end.
the left end. You said
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That's the part that's sticking out into the.
Careful.
and yet
Okay, I'm wrong.
I don't know if you are. This game is
That's
just
the only
really
one that
fucking
worked.
bad.
Yeah, that's the only thing that worked on the other one, so I figured it had to be.
What the fuck? Yeah,
You
apparently
have to-
this is like
His
considered
arm animation has to
has to
match.
sync up with the
Yeah,
it's-
where he's gonna grab or you get nothing.
Oh, you got it. Wow.
This is so bad.
Yeah, that's what. Yep.
What the fuck?
This is like
awful.
this is like obviously an inspiration for Silk Song, and how.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do this in flashback, but it's super cool in that game.
Yeah, that game is fun. Is the difference.
You can do it in Heart of Darkness, but most of the time you just end up being murdered in a really heinous way.
Yeah, but that game also rules.
It does rule, and it has amazing animation of
All
deaths.
those deaths. Is
Tra-
there?
dramatically amazing.
I would say, is there just like there must be someone must have made a YouTube compilation of like all the
There is, yeah.
deaths in
Yeah.
Heart of Darkness.
Yeah. And the
Um.
kid going, "Ah!"
Yeah. So this is roundly fucking terrible. I'm not playing this anymore.
This is awful.
But again, it's one of those things where it's like if you didn't.
Know
You
any
know.
better?
Yeah.
Value
But if
your
you.
time.
I mean, he only had, a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Then you fucked up.
Would it have been cheap? Is the question.
I like I said, we were saying I think it was
maybe
10 to
only
15
had
bucks a
the
month.
Sega Channel, and your parents wouldn't buy you games because it was like, well, you have
Ah.
the Sega Channel. It's like, well, I guess I'll play this demo.
Yeah, right. I guess I'll play this version of Street Fighter with like 2/3 of the cast missing.
I'll punch myself in the dick for a couple of hours.
I guess I'll play Waterworld.
I guess.
Hell yeah.
So this is apparently, I think it's like basically the same as the Virtual Boy game, but in color.
There was a Waterworld virtual.
There surely was a Waterworld Virtual Boy game. Yes, there was.
I mean, the only Virtual Boy game that exists is Mario Tennis and Wario. You know what I mean? There's others probably, but there's, you know what I mean?
But what about like?
No, it doesn't.
No. Let's say you see. I thought you would be like a Jack Bros kind of dude, potentially.
What?
Jack Bros. It's the Shin Megami Tensei game that came. It was the first Shin Megami Tensei game to come out in the United States. Jack Bros on the Virtual Boy. Look it up.
I did not play that one. I did play Virtual Boy games, but I did not play that one.
I always thought of Jack Bros as an arcade game.
Are you thinking of Snow Bros? Snow Bros is an arcade game.
Was there not a Jack Bros arcade game?
I don't believe there was a Jack Bros arcade game, no.
Guess not.
Well, this-
Can you filter your own pee and then drink it?
It doesn't seem like there's a way to do that.
Well, this game is bullshit then.
And that's like the only thing that anyone knows about that.
That's
You know
pretty
what I
much
mean?
it.
Yeah.
It's the
Does
only
this-
scene that exists.
Does this game have the same soundtrack as the kick-ass music in the Super Nintendo Waterworld? Probably not, huh?
I don't know. I can.
Might be better.
The Super Nintendo Waterworld game has been ripped to use in Kaizo hacks because the music is so good. It's a game where the game itself is totally awful, but the soundtrack is incredible, and so it's been referred to as a soundtrack delivery system.
Nice.
But I can't hear the sound in your stream, so I don't know. Maybe if I turn it on in Discord.
I was gonna say it might be coming through in Discord, but I'm not sure. But I have it
Oh.
turned down so low so I can hear you guys, and so it doesn't feed back through the mic, so I can't really hear it either. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so there's a handful of. So there's like a demo of Light Crusader that was like a demo or like a
Hale
prototype.
Unser Jr.
And Al Unser Jr.'s Road to the Top, which these are, I guess these are demos of games that weren't final and didn't actually come out. It seems like most of them licensed to the Software Toolworks. Then how come this isn't called the Software Toolworks Presents Al Unser Jr.? Oh, it is. Okay.
Unser, I barely know her.
Designed and developed by Radical Entertainment, who would go on to make the prototype. And the prototype 2.
I like that their logo looks like a demo, like a crack screen on a PC game.
Yeah, right.
A lot of old sports games had title screens like that.
Only first place matters in this race. The winner gets to challenge me in the final race in Vancouver. Okay, cars are just flipping
Looks
over.
like it's very framey. Is this game super low framey?
It feels pretty framey, yeah.
I'd never
thought the
heard
deal
the
was-
term framey, but I like it.
You
Good-
ever heard the word
good way to
framey
describe it.
before?
Framey? No.
What?
I mean, it
Well,
makes
framey
sense.
usually we say framey when something's frame rate dips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting framey.
It's all
I just
framey.
can't
It
believe
just
Alex
seems
has
to be
never heard
framey
that.
at all times.
Yeah, right.
I can't believe Alex has never heard that term before.
Well,
Yeah, no, this
Sorry.
seems rough, man. I thought the point of making a racing game look like this was that you could make it go like 60 frames per second.
I would. It might be
Well, this
hitting
is a
30,
demo.
maybe. Yeah, this is also a
No,
like a
this is
prototype
not.
demo.
Unless your stream is very bad quality, this is not 30 frames per second.
No.
Oh, press ABC
This
to
is
quit.
slightly better than Star Fox for the SNES territory of frame rate.
I don't know if you remember what Star Fox.
I do. I said slightly better.
You did say slightly better.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize.
Let's just say Outrun this is not.
No.
Like, I don't know. In my experience, most games that I played. that
Although,
were, like,
listen,
just
I can
not
think of
huge-
Stunt Race FX also has a worse frame rate. So if you want to play a
So-
racing game that feels even slower, you can play that.
To
What
say,
is
I played a
happening
bunch
now?
of like
Why-
Road Rash back in the day too, and like that also felt bad. Like I feel like a lot of
Yeah,
these
Al
guys-
Unser Jr., the famous snowmobile.
Racer, yeah.
Snowmobiler.
Okay, I
If you
tune
run
back
up
in.
behind
I
someone, you
like
should just
this.
impale them on your skis.
This is way
It looks
better.
like you're naked.
Yeah, that's what I like about
I'm
it.
wearing blue socks and a blue hat.
naked guy.
Blue gloves.
Helmet.
Yeah, what else do you need? Helmet
That guy's-
and boots. Let's go.
You're
Helmet,
naked. That
boots,
guy's
gloves.
covered in piss.
That
What
guy's
else we
also
got? That
naked.
guy's also naked. Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. That guy's not covered in piss. That guy's sponsored by ketchup.
Fuck you, fuck you. You're cool.
Wow, man, this game does not look like the bandwidth you didn't pay for.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, seems bad. Oh, one of these is like a side-on football game. Yeah, Dan Marino's Power Play Football.
I generally that era of racing game is better from an overhead perspective than from a behind the vehicle perspective, anyways.
I mean, Top Gear is a great series, and
It's okay.
Outrun was great.
I would still rather play an
hang on.
off-road or RC Pro-Am or something.
And when you say
own
off-road, do you
personal
mean
taste.
Ivan Iron Man Stewart's super
Exactly.
off-road?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a sprint cabinet, you know what I mean?
Sprint or Super Sprint?
I don't.
Penalties
whatever.
off. We're just gonna play with penalties off. I don't know. Is this gonna be like a NFL blitz?
Sprint is the one where the wheels that you can whip around real fast, right?
Mm-hmm. The Sprint, Super Sprint, right? Sprint was like the really old one, I think.
Is that like an Atari game?
Yeah, I think Sprint was like a pretty antiquated. Oh, I get to pick heads or tails.
Tails. God, this is terrible.
I was gonna say, speaking of framey things, good lord.
Eric, to give you some idea, Sprint 2 was the second highest earning arcade game of 1977.
Wow. So is that like one of those, like, it's like a little plastic thing that looks like a car in front of a screen kind of games, or?
But I do think it might be one. No, it's a top-down
It
game.
was a
I think it might
top-down
have
game.
The spinny steering wheels.
I was gonna say, and it
Okay.
also had you it was like a tabletop, I think, if I remember correctly.
Listen,
right?
I don't care about the game. I just want the spinny steering wheels.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
on.
fair.
Sprint 2 introduced the concept of a computer car that had the intelligence to drive itself around the track in a semi-intelligent manner.
Wow, that game invented modern racing games.
I'm having a hard time finding anything about Sprint 1. Sprint 1 was released in 1978, which is after that. Oh, the 1 and 2 designations reflect the number of players.
Ah,
Aha.
So Sprint 3 is a 3-player version with updated graphics.
Oh, so
In
wasn't there a
1980,
Sprint 8?
that's
Wasn't that
decade
like
later.
wasn't there like a super impressive
Neo Sprint, an 8-player version with 3D graphics in 2024.
That was not very long.
And then of course that eventually gave rise to Super Sprint,
Right.
which is probably the one you're thinking of, Eric.
maybe.
It was the most successful upright cockpit arcade game of August 1986.
Oh, listen, that's a high honor.
Speaking of qualifiers.
This sure does look like a football game.
And it was Japan's 8th highest grossing upright cockpit arcade game in the latter half of 1986. And the 9th highest.
It was a very intense battle for
Back half.
best. Yeah.
Actually, probably was.
That was back
1986
then,
arcades.
yeah. What football game? What football game is this?
This is Dan Marino's. What did I say? Dan Marino's Power Quarterback or something like that.
It's like the Wizard of
Sucks,
Oz
whatever
of
this
football
is.
games.
It looks like you're running around on a newsprint sheet.
Must be snow.
It's snow. It's supposed
Gotta
to be
be
snow.
snow.
Yeah, it's supposed
Yeah.
to be snow.
What's that? And that's what the. Always read before you sign.
Also,
what I
this
mean?
era, overhead football games generally better.
Yeah, again, this
except for
is
Tecmo
except for Tecmo
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
This is like Tecmo Bowl zoomed way the hell in and like
Yeah.
so much slower. So much
there
slower.
were, there were plenty bad overhead football games back then too, but
Well, these guys
Yes.
are clearly trading on look how big and well animated the
Yeah,
characters are.
that's
right?
absolutely what's happening here.
But yeah, oof, that looks slow.
Yeah, not great, Bob. Nick Faldo's
if you could
championship.
take the Bo Jackson out of Tecmo Bowl, and put him into Dan Marino's power play football, he would just completely destroy.
That's right. I mean, he already does in his own game, so. One can only imagine. Images software. Oh, this is the one that's like a super early. It seems like the dude who did Sega Channel stuff just had this like prototype, because this is the VGHF folks said, like it feels like a prototype in like the truest sense of the word, not in the like, oh, this is like an 80% done video game that just never came out, therefore it's a prototype. Like, no, this feels like a proof of concept, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that based on what I'm experiencing so far, that feels spot on.
I feel like I've seen and played worse video games than this, possibly, though.
I mean, that's
The guy looks like he's walking through water, like he's in a pool or something.
he does. Yeah, he's.
I like his sort of like power walk though.
He's got like,
Like,
waist
that's-
high water.
He's got places to be. He's like, you know what I mean?
I love how the enemies are just always literally on top of you, and
Mhm.
you can't turn around and shoot them because they're still on top of you.
They're still on top of me. Yeah, it's great.
What is this again? I'm sorry.
Fuck, what did I say it was called?
Legend of Wind or something.
Yeah,
like that?
Legend of the Wind or something. Yeah.
It's a game about farting.
It's a game about
Better.
plausible deniability and fart.
Yeah.
No, that
Press
wasn't me.
X
That was
to
just a
crop
legend.
dust.
Press X to crop dust, you know.
I was literally gonna say, oh, you're playing Crop Duster? Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's the sequel to Barnstorming. Atari 2600.
You could imagine them making a game like that and it coming with some kind of smell-o-vision add-on.
If it was the '90s, it would have just come with a like a scratch and sniff sticker that smelled really bad. You know.
Can you just walk on those flames?
I did, and I'm not sure if it hurt me because I can't tell. Oh no, I have an energy bar in the upper right.
You have a bar in there.
Yes, and they don't hurt me, and they stop the golem guy from. Oh no, there's two of them now.
That'll teach you.
Apparently.
Apple. Everybody eats apple. Delicious apple.
Hmm.
Oh, you can do a flip.
I can do a flip.
Do we figure that this like one kind of half stage is all that they came up with for this game?
It seems like it. It seems like this is very much like a, hey, check out this thing I like kit bashed together. Do you want to make a whole game out of it?
Well, it's no
And even back then, they
Cheetah
were
Man
like,
or
"Meh."
whatever. Or no, it's no. What was the mutant
Bioforce Ape?
Bioforce Ape? Thank you.
Yes. I am not giant swinging mutant crocodiles, nor am I flailing around while falling off a ledge. This doesn't reach the majesty of Bioforce Ape. But yeah, I don't know. This is anything that's historic and that
Hey,
is,
bud.
you know, like something that hasn't been out there before is just, at least conceptually to me, neat. But yeah, none of these games I've played so far tonight are what I would call good. This is, you know, purely, yeah, this is a like purely academic value out of these, not like, oh, this game is good actually or anything.
None of these are hidden.
No.
You tell me you're getting course credit for these?
Yes, I'm getting credit hours for playing this, so that's the only reason I'm doing it. Finals are next week, Mike, so.
Camaristico saying, hey, fellas, hey.
What's up, Camaristico? The timing on the double jump feels like Shinobi, but like shittier.
And Shinobi's double
Shinobi?
jump already pretty
I
rough.
think you can like just sum this game up as that. Anyway.
Yeah. You're not wrong. But also, I mean, I get like it gets a little bit of leeway for not having actually been released.
And for having all this power walking.
And for having
do
all the
think-
power walking.
We need to briefly address that Eric got buried in the mix there, but he did say shit Novi, and that merits its
Yeah.
I've just been
I did
silently bowing this whole time, waiting for acknowledgement. So thank you.
We need to make time. You are acknowledged, sir. I
Thank you.
appreciate your effort.
Be recognized for my work. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all
and
I
are
here we
loved.
yeah. Oh, the Dan Marino thing made me think of something because the Broncos were playing, and
Uh-huh.
apparently
The
Eric.
Denver Broncos.
Lisa needs braces.
The part where the guy at the very end is running and the football bounces off his helmet always cracks me up right before Kane's block.
Uh-huh.
But anyway,
Yeah, it's good.
apparently there is some weird like Broncos fans who are also into Musume are going to games
sure.
dressed as the horse girls.
I saw some.
like, and it's like
I
a
s-
thing.
Oh, awesome! I
There's
guess
like pictures
sounds
people are
good.
drawing of like
somebody
shit,
made
like,
some.
body
I saw
pillows
some
and shit.
some fan art of the Seattle Seahawks like official X account or Twitter account posted
Sure.
that was fan art of their fast wide receiver like beating Agnes Tachyon and Super Creek in a race.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, so you're already.
I was
aware
like,
of
sure.
the-
I didn't know about
weird-
I didn't know about the Broncos thing
It
though,
makes
but I
more
mean that
sense
makes
for
more
the Broncos.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're fucking horses. Like they're once again they're not fucking horses.
I say they're
They are
fucking.
They're
They're so it's okay for
fucking
them
nine.
to
We're
fuck
not more
horses.
careful.
Again, we
Nobody's
clarified
even
before.
ever thought that about anybody in that game. Don't be gross.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
Anime fans are famously chaste.
I didn't say anything about the anime. I said the game.
I mean, Joe, I think you're not wrong. there.
Gamers are
They finally-
famously chaste.
By the
Yeah,
way,
gamers
they
are maybe well, no.
so this it's the Uma Musume has been rated 18 plus on the iOS store since it came out because of the gacha gambling stuff. I'm not 100% clear exactly why, but I had to download an update today and now it's a 14 plus game. So
They took all the gacha stuff
They
out.
took all my.
I don't know why. I don't know why it was re-rated because there's like the big booby waifu games are like rated 14 plus, but
Jesus.
Uma Musume was rated 18 plus. So
But it is also a big booby waifu game, isn't it?
no, it's not.
But it's not to
It's
the
not.
degree that
No, I'm talking
there's-
about the ones that look like what's that? Was that George Katami game with the great big swinging knockers all over the place?
Yeah, yeah.
Dragon's Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, fair enough. Yes, none of the Umas
I mean,
I've seen look like
many
that.
of them. Yeah.
Joe is
some,
just showing ignorance of big booby waifu games, which is that's a good thing to be ignorant of. But
Oh my God, look how big Popeye is.
He's okay. This is a thing that I
speaking
feel
of
like.
big booby waifu games.
Yeah, right. This is a thing that I feel like people now just generally don't have to put up with in the same way we did in the 90s, where it was like, we're so impressed by the technology that we can make giant sprites that we're just going to do it, even if it makes the game play like total dog shit.
I like his
Jump animation. Yeah.
No, it's great.
It's also
He's
his,
got,
his
like-
toilet animation, as it turns out. When I get to the end of the level and he takes a big dump like Booger Man, then, they just
He
use
does
the
get a lot of
same-
fiber.
Does he really take a dump at the end of the
I
level?
know. It was the 90s, so I guess it's possible, but I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know, man. I believed you. Like, you know more about this, like, games like this than I do. I don't.
So
I
actually,
don't know much about Popeye. I was like, maybe he spent a child.
so this is interesting to me because it's listed as an American Technos game, even though Technos didn't develop it, which makes it a little less interesting. But it was always weird to me when I was in my quest to get a copy of Popeye Beach Volleyball for the Sega Game Gear, which I have now completed, and I do own a copy of that game. But
The most risque Popeye game.
right.
What?
And it's literally okay. Imagine, I'm like, this is gonna sound insane, and it is a little bit hindered by the fact that the Game Gear resolution kind of sucks because it's a '90s portable. But it's literally a Popeye themed sequel to Super Spike V-Ball, and I'm not even kidding. It's a Technos developed volleyball.
Except it's for the Game Gear.
It's for the Game Gear, yeah.
That means it's hot garbage.
If they had managed to draw everything, this is the same thing that I'm talking about, these fucking giant sprites. If they had managed to draw everything where you could actually see most of, like, even one side of the play field at a time, it would be a lot better game than it is. But unfortunately, everything is super zoomed in because, again, handheld from the 90s. So you can't, like, it's really hard to tell where the ball, like when the computer players spike at you, it's almost impossible to defend because it's hard to know where you are. It's not very well thought out. But if the resolution was a little, yeah, but the sprites look great. But I was always like, that's so weird that Technos had the Popeye license and all they made was a volleyball game for the Game Gear. And it turns out, no, actually they were going to make a Genesis game, or they did make a Genesis game, but it never came out. And
Also, it seems like it's terrible.
I was going to say, sticking to the theme here of
Why is he,
licensed
Why is he
games.
collecting limes?
Those
Why
are
limes
no,
on-
those aren't limes. They're they're eggs.
I get scurvy.
No, they're eggs
Right,
from
yep,
one of
you're
the
right, Mike, yep.
I prefer the scurvy answer.
right. It's there's a bird from the it's like there's a bird in the comic strip that, or in the cartoons or whatever,
Is it a condor?
that Popeye is like. No, it's got like a funny, silly name. Like I don't remember exactly what the bird is called, but they're eggs from that bird from the Popeye cartoon or whatever. I don't know.
This looks almost as bad as that Flintstones game.
It's yeah.
It looks better than that Flintstone.
I think it.
It looks better, but it plays
better,
just as
yeah.
it plays equally as badly.
Are you sure this is not an ocean game?
If it was, Popeye would look more.
Oh, I don't know why Yogi Bear is still zipped. That's weird. Okay, well, I guess I can't play Yogi Bear, which is a port of the Super Nintendo game, I guess. That's the other thing. The Flintstones thing is like people are stoked about it because it's a thing that hadn't been dumped before, but there is a Super Nintendo version of that game that also sucks and is basically the same, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to play an Alexei Pajitnov designed puzzle game because I feel like I deserve a little bit of a reprieve at this point. So apparently Wild Snake was going to come to the Genesis, or came to the Sega Channel, was going to come to the Sega Channel, did come to the Sega Channel. So
Is this just a Snake but intense? Like extreme 90s Snake?
kind of.
Oh no.
Like I said,
I don't
like
know
the
about
snakes,
this.
the snakes slither in a similar way, but it seems almost like it's more like Pack Attack, if you remember that.
It's Snake Tris.
Sorry, Joe, I do not.
It is basically Snake Triss, yes. I mean, again, also developed by the Tetris guy, so, or designed by the
So
Tetris
it's like
guy.
a color-based thing.
It's
or-
color, yes, and then I'm sure like the big scoring goal I think is to like set it up so they'll cascade. But
I don't like this.
No, this is not good.
this is a game that actually came out. This
It's
is
kinda
an actual
mesmerizing, I
video
think.
game. Yeah.
A little
Really,
mesmerizing.
Snake just came out?
I mean, the ones that are Argyle striped, yeah, they definitely did. Yeah, I mean this,
Ba-dum-bum.
but this game, yeah, is like a real retail video game. I don't think on Genesis. I think this is another one where like the Genesis version is being found as part of this dump, but
Was it like a
All right, yeah, this game
link
does
or
kind of make
something?
my skin crawl a little bit. Like, turn it off.
we've reached quorum of people who are bothered by
You got a herpetophobia.
Shadows of the Wind was the name of that prototype.
I like real snakes. I just don't like the snakes in that game.
I don't like. It's like
An
sort of just
uncanny
like
valley of
seeing
snakes.
Joe try to control
I
a
can-
Tetris block that moves that way. I'm like, nah.
I can
I don't wanna fuck with
I can
this.
feel those snakes like moving along my skin, and I don't like it. My brain is inventing the sensation of what it would feel like
Yep.
for one of those snakes to crawl along my leg, and it makes me uncomfortable.
So this is a
moving down
handful of games. I'm probably not going to do much here, but this is a handful of games that have data differences, but according to Phil at Video Game History Foundation, they're just like the header is basically like different, but the game doesn't seem to be different at
Shining
all.
Force.
But they wanted to make it available, so if people wanted to explore it and figure out like, is there actually a difference between this and the retail version besides the fucking header, you can do that. So there's a handful of games that were available on Sega Channel that technically have minor data differences, but as far as anyone knows are actually not different at all. So yeah, Shining Force is one of them. Sorry, Shining Force 2, I should say, is one of them.
Yes.
I didn't know Shining Force 2 started with a rat man walking around in a room.
Slade is, if I remember right. He's cool. He turns into a ninja if you want, and like he does the like turn into a ninja
no,
or
who's
turn
this?
into a thief.
Who's this
Like,
dork?
Man, Shining Force 2 is good. I should play that.
Shining Force 2, Shining
Oh,
Force 2 is
no.
fucking good.
Yeah, got him. You're the dork. Dork.
Oh
Yeah, that's,
shit.
that the main character's default name is Boat, which I always thought was
Boat?
funny. What?
Mm-hmm.
Boat?
Yep.
No, like David. Does that mean boat?
Sir
So I'm learning now.
Astle and Sarah must be waiting for you. I mean, yeah. So again, it's Shining Force 2, right? Yes, Shining Force 2. So
I
there's a
should
bunch
play
of
Shining
those.
Force 2 again.
You should play
I
Shining.
should too. Now that you mention it, yeah, that game's fucking. You get like centaur people and like elves and like weird shit. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like a fun little strategy game. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel like this isn't the game that I think it is, but now I want to know what game it actually is. Oh, this definitely is not the game that I thought it was.
Domark. My
No,
favorite
it's
game developer.
Dumark.
Domark.
Hmm?
Domark.
Start.
Oh wow! This is a Sega Genesis FPS
Oh,
that runs
dude,
at about 2 frames per second.
I played this. I don't. What's the name of it? I don't remember. I rented
Is this-
this. I spent like a weekend playing it, and I had a great
Battle
time.
Frenzy, I think, is what it said.
Okay, no, this is not the game. I
Are you
was-
thinking of Zero Tolerance? Zero Tolerance was
Yeah, I think so.
that was
So-
like
So
That's
is
also not a good game.
the
I mean, I liked it at the time, but I also
Right.
was a kid, so
Right.
yeah.
that is the original name for IDOS.
Domark. Yeah,
Dumark?
Yeah. Yep. It was founded as Domark or whatever. However,
I think it's
you say it,
Domark.
and,
I think.
if it's IDOS, then it's like weird and British or whatever, right? So it
Right.
could be anything. Anyways,
The British
Uh,
YouTubers that
anyway,
I am
I didn't know
familiar
that.
with
There you
say
go.
Domark, so I'll trust them.
okay.
But yeah, I mean, honestly,
Wow,
like
man.
the
Wow.
panning that gets really framey when you open a door and stuff. But like the panning is surprisingly smooth, especially compared to like someone released the Brazilian port of Duke Nukem 3D that came out on Genesis like in English not that long ago, and oh boy, is that a rough. That's a rough one. Not that this isn't, but like this is smoother than that at least.
I looked into it, and it was for sure zero.
Yeah.
This game. I don't know. I had fun with it. It doesn't. It looks bad, but you know. Like
It's very like 90s FPS. Everything is a labyrinth. Everything is
Yeah.
and but it's running on the Genesis, and it isn't Doom. I'll just say
Yeah.
that.
I mean, there's only one game that is, and
Well, there's 4. Or,
There's actually literally 2 games named Doom that are completely different games. Also.
that is true.
and you know what's funny is the 2 games in the Doom series that are named Doom
Are also
best ones.
Yep.
That is true.
But no, it is a good history lesson. Is if you wonder why Doom was a big deal, it's because this was the competition, and then you had a game that looked and played like
Well, but
classic.
This
that-
is contemporaneous to
that-
Doom 2, I think. Actually,
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say like you're mixing it up, which is like Doom came and was a big deal, and it sparked a wave of, which then birthed the FPS genre. You know what I mean? Like Doom.
Used to call them Doom clones.
But there were half-assed first-person games.
There were a lot.
before Doom.
Yes, there
that
But
were-
Doom was the one that.
What was the one that came on Windows 95? Does anybody remember what that was called? The weird like
Doom?
maze game. It was like a driving game or something.
Are you thinking of
Descent? The
Descent?
screensaver?
Maybe I thought there was a game
The
that came
red brick
on one of
kind
the
3D
old.
maze.
I thought there was a.
Descent was like a tunnel shooter, but it didn't. But
No,
it's,
this was like a
Descent
weird
is
thing.
actually
that was,
3D though.
Descent is
Yeah.
actually 3D, but it was on
That's
Windows
6 degrees
95,
of
wasn't it?
freedom.
And one of it's one of the only games that actually makes you account for like a true 3D space
Yeah,
in a way that makes it kind of hard to play.
Yeah, we were not ready.
amazing.
We didn't have dual stick joysticks.
I forget. I'd have to find it, but there was a YouTube essay kind of thing I saw once. 20-minute long exploration of where the term FPS came from, and it was very interesting. It was very fun.
That sounds like a
'cause it
thing
was,
Ahoy would do, but I don't know if it
I
was
don't
him for
remember
sure.
who did it, and it was somebody I had never heard of. Not saying they. I don't remember. And anyway,
Okay, don't worry about it.
But it
I
was
like to
just
call
like
them-
it's like I was saying, where it's like first it was like there was Wolfenstein, but like that people just called that like an action game, and then there was Doom, and that was Doom, and it was Clone, and then it was like this, and like people didn't know what to call it, and then like in the 2000s it became actual.
It didn't take
thing,
until
it's
it's out just say FPS.
they had like
Late
here's what they
90s
called
at
it in-
least, I think.
But that's what I mean. It's like they were like, here's like what they said in this EGM, and what they said in this fucking.
You want to tell me that Half-Life 1 was called a Doom clone?
But that's when it started changing.
I feel like
So
that's like
what-
that might be
late
the
90s
inflection point.
Yeah, like late 90s, 2000s,
Okay.
whatever. Give or take a few.
Like
months.
like Medal of Honor,
Very
first Call
relaxed.
of Duty, Half-Life. I feel like those are the games where they finally started being like, this is an FPS, not just a Doom clone.
Sorry, I think you
Yeah.
mean Shogo Mobile Armor Division.
I never played that.
It's not a very good game, but I played it back in the day.
I feel like I should.
It had that thing where it was extremely fast and everything felt really light, the way a lot of early like 3D accelerated SPS games were.
Sure.
It's like now we can run this game at like 60 plus frames per second. Not that anyone had screens that could do more, but it was super zippy. But yeah, it felt very.
I guess I have
light.
to escape before I get blown up.
Weightless.
Also, boy, like I understand that people sort of derisively say that, Doom 2, Hexen, Heretic, like, oh, it's just Circle Strafe, the video game. But man, not being able to strafe in one of these is fucking rough.
Man, Doom, what a game.
Mm-hmm.
Doom's really good. Doom 2 is also very. Final Doom is also very.
Isn't Final Doom just Doom 1 with more episodes? Or is it Doom 2 with more
No.
episodes?
It's neither of those things. It's two completely different games.
Is
that are
it?
duct taped together. Yeah, it's two 30 level campaigns.
Wads.
Yeah, they essentially
Two-
were like, they were things
two
that like
30
wads
episode
that
Doom
people had
clones.
made that they just like threw together. They were like,
Were
hey,
they
you
by it?
guys, huh?
Were they
think
by
I
it?
think it was. I don't quote me on this because it's been 30 years or whatever, but like I believe it was people who had made wads, and then they said like, hey, come make stuff. Like they were like officially supported. They were made by people who were making up. They were just like, hey, come make like 30 levels for us. Like one team did one and one team did the other. It
A
was
nice
all
power rating, Joe.
those actual.
Thank you.
Body count.
But they're good. Like Plutonia, there's TNT and Plutonia, and TNT is probably the more like standard one. Plutonia is like, hey, do you like weird Doom puzzles? And it's like, well, no,
No.
but okay.
Yeah,
and
there's-
they kinda
Oh,
lean
this is a
into-
Menacer
They
game.
kind of lean into that, but it's still they're both good. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I've been kind of thinking about going back through
Cola.
original Doom and in the one that the Steam version that I have where they just updated everything,
Yeah.
the Doom 1 and 2, does that include Final Doom in it
I don't think so.
now or no?
I don't think so. But I could be wrong. I haven't.
Doom 64 is also completely like different
That's,
set of
like,
maps and
completely
stuff.
separate.
Yeah.
And that's like all. Doom 64 is weird.
Doom 64 is weird, but it's actually pretty good, and I keep meaning to check out the Night Dive remaster of it because On N64, it's so dark that you have to crank the brightness of your TV up so that everything's blown out so that you can just like see the walls and shit, which is really annoying.
Night, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
It's a general chat. Yep. Good night, Mike.
Okay, this is a Menacer game, and I don't have a Menacer. And I don't want to get my Justifier out of the big Lethal Enforcers box, so I'm not going to do that.
Out of the holster.
That's right.
M64, so have to go to the secret levels to get the MacGuffins, so you can.
I mean, the only problem at the time would have been
kill the final boss.
That you had to play a first-person shooter with a Nintendo 64 controller. I guess at least you didn't have to aim in that, but
Yeah.
I mean, that was fine because you just like use the C buttons to strafe and the stick to rotate. Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Never.
It's bad.
I mean, it's no Turok.
I mean, well.
No, they're all bad because it's the same. It doesn't matter.
That was the joke.
You see.
You see.
GoldenEye was fun. Yeah,
GoldenEye was fun. All right. Well, I think actually I'm gonna pop up some more of the like menus and stuff just to see like what was going on in. Oh, see, we could have done the Canada one for Mike. Somebody pick a month in the 90s. We'll see what was going
January.
on. Of what year?
January.
Of what year?
92.
Every year.
95. January 95. We're doing it.
That may be my favorite joke in that game, in that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
What
the
year?
smugness.
Every year.
It's the smugness with which he says it that really sells it.
Yeah.
Like, duh.
The arcade is where your favorite action and adventure titles can be found. Sports Arena, let the games begin. Swords and spells. Role-playing and fantasy fans will find their quest starts here. Wings and wheels, push the envelope in a supersonic fighter or racing machine.
I want to see that now.
Oh yeah, apparently there's a special like competition version of Earthworm Jim, but nobody can figure out how to like start the competition part of it. So it's like just
We're probably better off as a species if we never solved that particular puzzle.
I like that there's a help section and it's just specific phone numbers you can call for each game. Why is Castlevania Bloodlines in 708? Everybody else is in 415. What the hell? Barney's in 415. Biohazard Battles in 415.
Too weird to
Castlevania.
coexist. That game's too weird to coexist with any other games.
Oh, Double Dribbles in 708. Oh, because those are Konami games. That's why. That's the Konami phone number.
Ah.
Ghouls and Ghosts.
Man, I wish there was wish the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo had gotten a better Castlevania game.
Fear not. The PC Engine got a really good one.
I know.
Actually, I also like Bloodlines a lot. I like all three of them. I think Super Castlevania 4 is the weakest of them, honestly.
I think they're equally mediocre.
I want to clarify, those are fighting words, but they are not fighting words for me. I don't give it. So just in case if anyone was wondering if I was going to speak up, the answer.
Okay, well, Alex, you're the fighting game guy, though, so I'm going to say that you need a Sega Activator. Activator, the full-body controller, is the ultimate way to play and win Genesis games. Every punch and move is instantly transformed into game action on screen. And that's not all. Activator gives you special moves and powers not available on ordinary controllers.
It's probably not true, but okay.
It's definitely not true. Yeah, that was
probably true for like one game, so they can say that. You know what I mean?
That was the like infrared octagon that you put on the floor, and then you would like
I remember being a kid and seeing that ad in like a comic, being like, "No way, fuck off."
When you were correct. I mean, because the ad is like a dude's doing like a spin kick or whatever in the ad, and you're like, holy shit. Not realizing, of course, that as like a 9-year-old, I couldn't do a spin kick no matter what. So, like, that wasn't that going to matter.
I mean, listen, maybe you didn't realize, but I knew. I was like, fuck that. That's not going to work, and I can't do that. So, like, that's a double whammy of fucking whatever. But I was like, it's a cool idea. And then the Kinect came out, and I was like, I was wrong.
Like, no, it turns out, actually.
And then that thing came out that is basically a crappy Kinect and outsold the Xbox last month.
Yeah. What the fuck is that thing called again?
I don't know.
It's like a budget console. Yeah. Lethal Enforcers and Lethal Enforcers 2, MA17. Mystic Defender, MA13.
Wow.
Shadowrun, MA13. Streets of Rage, MA13. That seems weird.
Hell yeah.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors, GA. Zombies are eating neighbors right there in the title, and it's a GA.
As long as it's not super graphic. I feel like that game's like got a thing, isn't it? Also, I've played it. I've just seen there's other stuff. I think I saw you play it, Joe.
Probably. That seems possible. So yeah, these this is basically just the interface, and then you can't enter games from these because they're not connected to the. Let's check out this US menu demo. Oh, so we get Sonic jumping in and hitting the power button, and they. There we go, SEGA Channel.
Oh, very exciting.
Mm-hmm. Prize-O-Rama.
Get a prize, get a prize, get a prize, get a prize.
Start off the new year with a major thrill from this month's Prize-O-Rama.
Wow.
The grand prize is a Kawasaki KX80 off-road mini motocrosser. Mini motocrosser, okay. Or win an Iowa mini home theater component system. Fancy. Marketing. Words.
As anyone
for big surround
watched
sound.
Cartoons at my age and has the shit burned in their brain and just cannot get rid of it. As we all know, Kawasaki Ninjas are cool, and Kawasaki Ninjas. Also, Pow Pow Power Wheels. In case you didn't understand what I'm referencing. There was a commercial that was for a Kawasaki Ninja Power Wheel, and they just would add a little song.
This
That
month's
shit is
featured
still burned into
game,
my brain, and I
Bass
fucking hate it.
Masters Classic Pro Edition. Play the all-new
Say
test
Ass
drive.
Masters?
I did. Play the all-new test drive to get the answer for this month's Prize-O-Rama entry. And remember, always spit on your hook before you cast.
Ew.
What?
What? Is that
What?
you? Say yes, because the alternative is that someone's actually doing that.
I don't know, man.
Did any of you guys check out the fishing game that I posted about in the Discord, which is made by the Arctic Eggs people?
Oh no, I meant to. I forgot.
It's called
No.
About Fishing.
I'm not playing any fishing games in protest until normal fishing finally comes out.
I know.
Alex, I
know what you're talking about.
specifically sent you an invite, Alex, through Steam.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think I got that. Okay,
I think
I'll
you
check.
can still just get it on the Steam thing. I don't think you actually need those invites, but just check
I
your
don't
Steam
remember
chat.
Getting yeah.
Ooh, the info pit. Cheater.
Anyway,
What's in Cheater? Do we get codes?
You know, it's a lot like if the Arctic Eggs people made a fishing game. Is the only way I can describe it.
Well, that.
Yep.
Major Rager.
It has like fishing inventory Tetris into an attaché case.
Okay, well now, hold on. Now my interest is piqued.
It's not a
know,
major
like-
mechanic, but it's just a thing that you do.
But I see game invites.
Wasn't
I
Kurt
should
wasn't
be
the
just like a
person who
chat
made
message.
Save Room making another puzzle game. Is
I
that
don't know.
out
There's
yet?
a second one of those. That
Is
came
there a
out forever.
second one of those? Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking
it's,
of.
Came out like 2 years ago or something. Played it, beat it. I didn't get it. But it's good. It's there's a shop. There's like a, what are you buying? Like it's
Nice.
a lady, but it's the. So like part of the thing is like you have to like fit things in your case and then combine stuff and then sell it back, like buy it. And
Oh,
then
sure.
rearrange
Got it.
stuff. So it's like
Do you guys play Backpack Hero?
I've heard of that.
I have no idea what that
Wait, I'm
is. It
thinking
makes
of a different
me.
game.
I have
Sorry.
not played it, but no.
I have not. There's a game called Backpack Battle. That's what I'm
Yeah, I've also played. I didn't buy it, but I played the demo of that. That's like an
Yeah.
auto battler.
That's an auto battler, but you do
Yeah.
inventory Tetris to do what you do.
Wait, which one?
Yep.
Backpack. Which one is the?
Backpack Battles
Battles
that's
is
the
the one I'm
auto
thinking.
battler.
What and
Yeah,
what's
I
the
was like,
what's
yeah.
But I
Backpack
don't know
Hero?
what the other one is.
Backpack Hero is like a roguelite game where you play inventory Tetris. It's like
Oh.
darkest dungeon a little bit. Except you're like a cute little mouse, and instead of fighting horrors from the deep, you're fighting other weird little underground dudes. And instead of extremely difficult combat, you arrange things in your backpack. And then I believe it's just auto attacks after you're done. But
Yeah.
like how you organize stuff, like if you have a weapon, like a weapon could have a property where it gets buffed if it's touching like another similar weapon or
Yeah.
whatever. And so you want to try and like arrange things so that there's like a flow of buffs for things touching other things, or in some case not touching other things or whatever. There's lots of, and then also, and it's also a town builder like Dark Cloud. And so the stuff that you manage to bring back in your backpack also gives you resources for rebuilding the town.
Do you need
Unfortunately,
codes? Do you
it's-
need stage passwords for Zombies Ate My Neighbors?
Yeah, could you play that again so I can make a video for use down the road?
Do you need to know how to go far in Rystar?
Star.
Huh.
Lister?
There's a name I haven't.
I love you.
I love you too, Eric.
Museum.
Me too, bud.
Aw, thanks. Mogard.
Tone deaf sounds. I don't even want to know what that.
Do feel.
A code for humans. It's like humans.
Here's a code that will jump you all the way to the 65th level.
Wow.
Check it out.
That's my favorite level. How'd they know?
No, that's G as in Gween. Weird. Okay.
I've never heard that word before. What's that mean?
I think it's the person who's married to a king.
Booger Man.
Oh, okay. You mean a gween.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Booger Man.
Boogerville.
Abdominal.
Scab
Sewer.
ghost.
Like, what is going on here?
Abominable-
I missed something.
Abdominal-
Booger man.
Abdominal
Booger
Sewer
man.
man. Nose goblin, scab, ghost, troll. It's not more codes. Okay. More booger codes. What?
What is going on? I missed
For
something
you
here in a big
button
way.
flinging gamers.
You never played Booger Man, Alex?
No, I know what. No, I didn't. Two, I know what it is. What is happening right now? Like, there's just like it sounds like some like.
These are like the little things that would like. This was like stuff you could access on the.
Yeah, this
the,
is like the cheat
Sega
section
Channel.
of the
the
Sega
Sega
Channel.
Channel. Yeah. It's like the Sega Channel message board.
Okay, it just felt like somebody like a fever dream or something. Where it's like you You wanted the booger man? Here's the booger code.
Well, that's what I was just reading what it said.
Yeah, we were
I
just
know,
reading
but
what it was saying. Yeah.
I know, me too. But like,
And I didn't
felt
even
like
fumble my
I
words
was
like I
looking
normally
at it.
do.
I
That
know,
was actually
You
what it
don't.
said.
Yeah, you don't remember booger. I
my
mean,
brain wasn't trying to skip ahead and then like making stuff up.
What I'm saying,
Alex,
is
do
that
you
I
remember
felt
the
like I
90s?
very suddenly, it is not time for clacks right now, Joe. I'm trying to make a point. I felt like I very suddenly had.
Wait, did you say it's time for clacks?
No, he said
It's
there is not time
It's
for
clacks
clacks.
time. No, no.
It is the
I
90s, and there
very
is time
suddenly
for
felt
clacks.
like I had 100. I was trying. It just was like, what is going on?
Truly, this is the darkest era.
Nightcrawler can find shortcuts
there's-
through almost any level.
I mean, the problem is that there's 65 more years until it's time for clacks again.
Yeah, yeah.
Although,
not is
in a
time.
couple of days,
Not.
in a few days, it'll only be 64 years until there's time for clacks
right.
again. But for now, we live in a clacksless world, and it's pretty dark and cold
Yeah,
here.
it's not that it is time for clacks in the 90s. It's that there is time for clacks in the
Right.
90s. Yeah.
Yeah, but the 90s are over, and that's what I'm saying. There's no time, Joe.
I know, no,
Right,
no.
like I
I'm just
said,
what
64
they're saying.
years, and then
64
you
years,
can
we'll
live time
have
again.
more time for clacks. Yeah.
And finally, there will be
Okay,
time
I'm
for
sorry.
clacks.
I apologize. Finally.
Right now, nobody's got any time for that
Nobody's
shit.
got time for clacks.
Then you're
right?
gonna.
it's
but then
64
you're gonna
years,
Trip and,
then-
then you're gonna trip, and your glasses are gonna fall off and break.
There's time. There's finally time for
There's
clacks.
finally time for clacks.
And then you break your, and you break your controller, and you go, "There was time now.
there's a
There
really-
was
there's a
time for clacks."
Really good version. There's a really dumb internet skit, that like 4-minute internet skit where it's just that episode, but it's like his wife is pissed at him because he's always
playing
clacks.
clacks.
I started going through and watching.
And his
like,
boss is
Twilight.
like, "You can't play.
You can't play clacks on your lunch break. You.
Right.
I started
Get back to work.
watching
Uh huh.
the Twilight Zone, and I got like just. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Shit.
Uh huh.
And like, yeah, I got to that episode and I watched it, and it's so funny where they're all just like, "You can't read books, you dumb motherfucker."
Right.
It's
Fucking
like-
nerd.
They're like, "He's reading too much. He likes books so much," and he's like, "I don't know. I like to read. What's the problem?"
Yeah, I mean, yes,
I
that is
mean-
the weirdest thing because it is possible to imagine someone who's so obsessed about books that it like destroys the rest of their life. But he just seems to just want to read when he has free time.
Yeah. Also, like my least favorite, but maybe also most favorite Twilight Zone trope is the like needlessly antagonistic spouse, and like sometimes it's a wife and sometimes it's a husband, but it's always just like, "You're a stupid idiot asshole that I married for some reason, and I need you to
Yeah.
stop doing your stupid idiot asshole shit, dumbass, fuck stain."
Yeah.
So it's just like, how did these people end up married to these people? Like, what the fuck? Like he's
Different time.
he's reading in that episode. I think I'm remembering correctly. He's reading and she like tears a page out of the book he's reading or something. Yeah, like what the fuck, man?
He has like all sorts of like hidden books and stuff too, but she knows where they are, and like, you know.
But he's like an alcoholic, but it's books.
But it's books.
Yeah.
And also, he's reading and not like killing people in his car or whatever. It's
Right.
not a big deal. Yeah.
There was time now.
There was finally time
Time
for
enough at
clacks.
last.
Black.
There's time for clacks in the 90s. There's always money in the banana stand, and there's always time for
Time
clacks in the
clacks.
90s.
That's right.
Rewatching
Welcome, new
that stuff.
cities: Barstow, California;
Interesting.
Salt Lake City,
Leave it at
Utah; San Diego,
What's that,
California.
Twilight Zone?
Yeah, I mean, some of the episodes I'm like, damn, that was really good, and other ones I was like, well, I guess they can't all be winners.
Yeah, there are. Usually they're at least fun though,
Yeah, usually.
and
it's
also
fun.
they're short enough that it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
But
yeah, totally. And there's other ones where you're like, oh, that guy's dead. There's been like 5 episodes where it's like, oh, that guy's dead.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
it's
he
like,
did.
and then it's like
He's been
then
dead the
like
whole time.
27 minutes later, it's like, I understand now. Like, let's go to the other side. And you're like, yeah, I know. You've been dead the whole time.
I mean, there's a couple episodes that do thematically similar things to that, but the one that I actually really enjoy is the one where the guy, like, all the women love him and he wins at gambling all the time and he thinks he's in heaven. And then at the end, he's like, no, this is boring and it sucks. Take me to hell. And the dude is like, oh, bud, where do you think you are? Like, also, there's two of the really weird nostalgic ones that I still think, Eric, I just remember when you came to visit in DC one time and we were talking about the first time this country collectively tried to commit suicide, and you're like, we got off the train at Willoughby. I was
yeah. I don't remember saying that, but yeah,
yep,
I remember thinking that.
we sure did. Yeah, you said it out loud to me, at least. Yep, that's what happened. Hey, Twilight Zone marathon on New Year's. One of the few things on over-the-air television that's still
one of the few holiday traditions
that's still, yeah, we used to be a proper country when
we
had more.
honor in this country.
That's
Nope,
right.
this is the only one that matters. This is the one good one.
That's right. Oh,
All that
hey,
other
all you
stuff is- all that other
Sagittarius and
stuff is
Capricorn gamers. I'm a Sagittarius gamer. This holiday season is going to be a blast for me.
Bless you.
I see great improvement in your gameplay. Since most of you will be on vacation, you'll have time to sit back, relax, and keep it cool with a K with your favorite games on SEGA Channel.
Hey, WL. Maybe that hadn't been invented yet.
No, I think KEWL that was like the first time I saw that was on a BBS around the time that this would have been a thing. I think.
Did you start at the beginning with Twilight Zone, Alex, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah. I just rewatched a bunch of the third season, like back in
Like,
September,
halfway
October.
First, I guess.
Yeah.
I got distracted literally by Cinderella Gray, so.
I should watch Twilight Zone while I'm playing Musume.
There you go. You can multitask in a way that I can see. However, I could watch Twilight Zone while I'm making potions, like I am right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Instead, I'm hanging out with you guys. That's also.
The Circle of the Knights have a way for you to play a hidden game in Red Zone. First, go to the password screen and press start. Now press CCACAACACAC and start. This will bring you to the hidden game of Asteroid.
Yeah, so I don't know. SEGA Channel. We're just kind of like shooting
Game
the breeze
profile.
at this point. So
Eternal Champions put 9 fighters from different time eras in the greatest fight of all. The fight to stay alive. Take control of one of these fighters and make history. Apostrophe, cause if you lose, you will be history.
here's Sub-Zero. Now, Plain Zero. Wow.
If you love fighters, then you got plenty of great ones this month with MK3 and Test Drives and Balls, Eternal Champions, and Super Street Fighter 2 limited edition in the arcade. Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, see, that's actually kind of clever that they called it limited edition, though, because it literally is a limited edition of Super Street Fighter 2. Oh my god.
That's a, like, be careful what you wish for.
The Dark Lord
Right,
challenges
yeah.
you to all the gold medals in the Winter Olympic Games. Choose your favorite country and try the Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord. Yeah, that's it. You know, America, Canada, the Dark Lord. What do you...
Root for the Dark.
Don't you ever
Things were
watch
different.
the Olympics?
Things were different, more different in the 90s than I remember, I guess.
Well, we'll see what happened
I
is the
forgot
Dark
when
Lord was blood
Reagan-
doping, so the
Reagan-
Dark Lord got...
Right.
He can't compete
Reagan had him
anymore.
tear down that wall, and then the Dark Lord escaped. Right?
All right. So, yeah, this is... If this
Stephen
is...
King wrote a book about it, I think.
Sounds about right. If this is a thing you're into, all this stuff is on not Hidden Palace Zone, Gaming Alexandria. You can get all these, the packs of all these ROMs.
It's like there's so many different. The torrent has like all the different versions of all the different ROMs and all the different languages and stuff, and so it's like a gigabyte of Sega Channel ROMs. But
yeah, I just grabbed the packs, the 5 packs.
You don't need the whole thing.
If you
But
want some
all that
redundant stuff,
there.
you can torrent the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a historical thing. It's interesting. It's like
It's great.
I remember wanting the Sega Channel so bad, and my parents were like, "Get the fuck out of here," you know. But like, it's just kind of cool to see what this stuff was, and it's all sort of preserved to see as like what were the big games in December of 1995? Mortal Kombat 3, you know, Boogerman, etc., etc. But yeah,
Was Boogerman big?
it got a sequel, so.
It's true.
He made a special appearance in
Nintendo Power.
Yeah,
So.
he made a special appearance in Clay Fighter 63 and a third or whatever, right? So
And that is, I mean, that's not everybody receives.
not
that
everybody
Yeah,
gets
that's
to be a guest character in Clay Fighter 63 and a
Right.
third.
That's like the gold standard of like, are you in Play Fighter 63 and
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
like
But I would recommend anybody who's interested in this stuff and how it came to be released should check out the Video Game History Foundation's video about it. And they're doing their winter pledge drive. So there are a lot of charities that need money right now. I'm not telling people who they should or shouldn't give to, but the Video Game History Foundation is basically 2 full-time people and do a lot of good work preserving this stuff. So if you got a couple bucks, it might be, worth chipping them over. But yeah, we'll be back. We probably won't be back next week because it's Christmas Eve. Maybe somebody is going to be back. But
I will not be around.
I'm not going to be around either. Maybe we'll do some. Mike and I will probably do some more Mega Man stuff before Christmas Eve. So we'll be back sometime this week with something else. Good night, everybody.